EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the magnificent city of Atlanta. Used to be the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad here. That's why they still sound the train horn inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Washington Commanders and the Atlanta Falcons. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started and are underway here in Atlanta. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Commanders, and they are led by the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2024. Greg, it was such a good rookie campaign for Jaden Daniels out of LSU.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
It's 2nd and 8. At the 28-yard line.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Trying to connect with the veteran Zach Ertz that time. 3rd down coming up.
This offense is doing everything they can to quiet this crowd, and even though they missed on that long attempt, at least it sets the tone that they're going to continue to attack. If they can come up with a completion on one of those downfield passes, it's going to go a long way to settling themselves into this game.
Terry McLaurin, the intended target on that one. And that'll set up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll get forward for a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons come out and they are led by Michael Penix, the 2nd-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
And in year 2, it's really where we see the growth between being a rookie starting quarterback in the NFL and now a quote-unquote veteran quarterback in the NFL. And some of those early lessons that he went through, the ups and downs that are inevitable for any young rookie quarterback, now it's can he build on those? Can he take that next step and become the leader of this organization that they all think he can be? These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 3rd down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell, and what that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really, whereas they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones, and you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And now it's 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and We're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The Commanders' offense ready to see the football for the second time. We've seen a couple of punts so far to start this game out, so they'll try it again in this scoreless game with 1st and 10. Start on the ground, and he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. Mike Hughes is there with the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Daniels going to keep this himself. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
So it's just a simple read, but it's really well defended. They had both the give and the pull reads both accounted for, and the play ends up going nowhere.
It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. Now pass deep for McLaurin. He's got it! And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
It's a gain of 53
A
yards.
big play there for
First down,
Washington.
Commanders.
53 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Whoa. And he'll be written out of bounds after a gain of 6.
He's out of bounds at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
2nd down, they need 3. They'll motion over Samuel. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up 1st and goal. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. Here's a run. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Now from the 9. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. It's Daniels. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. After that play, we have one of the Commanders who is down. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. On fourth down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. This a 31-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good, and the Commanders are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Ray McLeod on the return. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to take over for their second possession. Slot man in motion left. Open man downfield, that's London. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
So sometimes the best way to defend some of these physical receivers and tight ends is to bring the fight right to them, is to get up, challenge them, contact, dislodge the ball. And now listen, that's easier said than done, but as we just saw, if you can do it, it works wonders.
Open man down the field, it's McLeod. 18 yards on the pickup there. First down, Atlanta.
That's good for a Falcons. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
This is just like recess, just playing one-on-one football and saying, all right, I'm throwing you the ball. You got to go get open. This is a great job by the receiver selling it at the top of his route. The defender thought he was defending a deep ball. He sticks his foot in the ground and comes back. Well-timed, well-executed, and a nice pickup. This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. He's taken down just shy of the 10. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out. And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing is Penix. A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner. first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
A try here for the extra point.
Lining up for the extra point.
It's up and good. And the Falcons move out to a 7-3 lead.
Commanders 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Deebo Samuel going to get a chance to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll begin here on the ground. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning 1st and 2nd down. Because if not, you find yourself the entire game in 3rd and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. David Onyemata. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this 1st down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the 1st down marker, sets up 4th down.
This returnable from inside is on 40. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll start with great field position. Up at their 45. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Quarterbacks are drafted for their coverage ability. We see it year in and year out. Teams want to fortify their pass defense. But when they can come up and run support, it's just an added bonus for a defense. And this young rookie, he was one of the best picks available last year's draft, and we can see why.
And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. And he's going to be swallowed up again. misses. Now it's third down.
A loss of 2 on
Well,
the
they
play.
certainly didn't allow the
It's
loss
third
on first down, Mike, to scare him out of
13.
this run game here on second down. But now after taking a loss on first and second, it puts him in a tough spot here coming up on third down.
No help from those last 2 runs. It is 3rd and 13. To throw is Penix. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as the market inside the 20. The Commanders offense ready for this next possession. They'll motion over Samuel. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
He was brought down by Caden Ellis. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
2nd down, they need 7. Now Daniels. He'll tuck it and take off. And Daniels will have the first down as he's able to slide and avoid the contact.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Washington first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
On play action, Daniels. Samuel has it working in the middle. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Do better than this. What's going on, guys? For this?
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel draped off him, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
That's going to be incomplete, and they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Just a really nice effort by the defense to challenge him right at the catch point. It's really the timing of the contact that really is able to dislodge the ball, and they get a fresh set of downs to work with if he's able to hold on to it. But because of the hit, he can't squeeze it, and now they find themselves looking at 4th down.
And a pretty good result there. That's out of bounds right at the 10-yard line. So after 1, it's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2 as they are set to start the drive with 1st and 10.
Put that jersey on. Come down there.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Penix. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. The Michigan man, Mikey Sainristil, getting in on the corner blitz. And he comes up with a sack.
Well, as they face this possible 3-and-out following that 2nd down sack, now if you're the quarterback, you've got to be thinking, get the ball out of my hand, find a matchup I like downfield, and try to push this ball past the sticks and keep this drive alive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Pitts is the man in motion. Now Penix on 3rd and long. Now, deep ball for London. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once more. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
Timing and anticipation, those are the critical elements anytime you're throwing a ball outside of the numbers. If the quarterback waits too long, Mike, that receiver just gets closer and closer to the sideline and just makes what should have been a much easier throw and catch an incomplete pass.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That one incomplete. Hubbard standing there, able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Falcons offense about ready to take over once more. Here's a toss left side for Robinson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, here is Penix. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angles so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
They come to the line needing 11 here on third down. From the gun on third down, here's Penix. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball, and those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. The Commanders' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniel. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Trying to get that one to Noah Brown. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now, Daniel. Right side, hauled in by Samuels. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand. The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. And he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders are back within 1. It's 7-6. After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Jamal Agnew now to return. And he's brought down at 35-yard line. The Falcons offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. On 1st down, it's Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
And is downfield to the tight end Pitts. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 35 yards.
30-yard line.
The most valuable real estate on the field, Mike, that every offense is trying to attack is the middle of the field. So when you have a tight end who's as good as this guy and you can get vertical down the middle, man, that is a nightmare for these defenses to deal with.
This one not quite on target. Let him too much, and that one falls incomplete. Ray McLeod was the one he was looking for there. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And here's Bijan. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
Now panics to throw on 2nd down. Taking off, and he's going to slide down with the 1st down inside the 5. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
This has been a great drive, and mostly at the hands of the man with the ball there. He thought about pulling the trigger on that one, thought better of it, decides to take off with his legs, and now he's going to have 1st and goal.
Robinson. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Commanders' 3-yard line.
From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. One more time, it's Robinson. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Line of scrimmage to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. They'll throw. It's Penix. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
So on now is John Parker Romo to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Well, the snap, a poor one, and it's blocked.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a first down.
The Commanders' offense make their way out to take over once more. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Now a give up the middle, and that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
At the 12-yard line.
How would you like to be this running back here? You get the ball, you're thinking, all right, get through the line, and next thing you know, the big old D tackle's just waiting for you there in the hole. Nowhere for you to go as he takes you down for a loss.
On second down, it's Daniel. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Open man, right side, he's got it. A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, Washington.
Yards. First down, Washington.
Pick it up. You're embarrassing us.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes. And there is a lot of room to operate.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's another first down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18.
First down, Washington.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He was brought down by Caden Ellis. No gain on the play.
2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Got to be taken in by Krosky Merritt. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Pass caught left side, that's Ertz.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come to the line now on second and 2. Here's Daniels. Looking middle, and he's got ground. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And the Washington first
15
down.
yards through the air. Good for a Commander's first down.
Man, I'm going to put that jersey on.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. To throw is Daniels. Over the middle, he's got McClure. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
Washington.
And in motion is Brown. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. It's back at the 8 now for second and goal. They'll motion over Samuel. Daniels now going to look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And the defense trying to tighten down here. They're going to hold him to a gain of 3. And that's going to set up third and goal.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
It is brought in the end zone. Noah Brown. Touchdown, Commanders.
Washington.
Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Commanders are in the lead by the score of 13-7.
Commanders 13, Falcons 7.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Falcons offense going to get it one final time in this first half. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. We'll go play action now with Penix. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. To the outside, catch made by London. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up third down.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion, These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He's got his man right side. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down. To throw is Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. This one still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand as our second half is about to get underway. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Agnew on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. Oh, they smack him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
No gain on the play.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, Atlanta.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
A quick throw here, going to be taken by London. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. On 3rd and 1, here's Penix. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. A 1st down there. Gain of 14 yards.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, He's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down.
First and 10.
So the rule of thumb, so often when you call these play-action passes, Mike, is that the guy you fake it to, he tends to be wide open more often than not. It's exactly the case here. Dump it off to the back in the flat. He does the rest.
Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
Up second and 9.
From the 21, here's second and 9. On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. He shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds. If you send your field goal unit on the field, Mike, it gives you a chance to chip away at this deficit. But I think I'm keeping my offense on the field. I'm going to one of my critical plays on my call sheet. Keep this drive alive. The hope is to come away with 6.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. 4th down, and here's Penix. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's got the first down. He'll slide to his stop and take it to 1st and goal.
That's another.
There's nothing worse than having to settle for a field goal when you're in the red zone. So they roll the dice here. They leave the offense on the field, and boy, does it pay off. Great job by the quarterback extending this drive with his legs, and he sets up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's in! Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Extra point attempt to come here.
Lining up for the extra point.
The kick is good. And the Falcons move out in front by a point. It's 14-13.
Commanders 13. Bradley Pinion.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Samuel going to see what he can do. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Commanders offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. Daniel's going to keep this himself. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happened so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll throw with Daniel. Escaping to his left.
The quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
3rd and a yard. He'll get this out to his running back. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
No gain on the play.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
Fair catch taken, and they're going to start right at their own 20-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. Down at the 21, a gain of 1.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the gun, here is Penix. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
Really can't afford to go 3 and out here, Mike. I know you got the lead, but it's not insurmountable by any means, especially after they just scored their last time out. So they've got to dial up their best 3rd down protection, best 3rd down play, whatever it is, by any means necessary. They've got to keep this drive alive.
And that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
The Falcons send their punting unit out. This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. He'll step up and run this. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. And caught left side. It's complete. A pickup there of 13. 1st down, Washington.
A gain of 13 yards.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
And the Commanders' first
Well,
down.
after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
He'll stay on the ground. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
The ball carrier, A.J. Terrell on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
From the 20, here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Daniel. He'll step up and run, and he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
Tackle made at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. They'll go with him again. What a move! He's in! Ja'Cory Crosby-Merritt, touchdown Washington. So now Daniels and the Commanders offense gonna go for 2.
Washington will line up for the 2-point.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That is in the end zone and intercepted.
Makes the score. Commanders 19, Falcons 14.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gabe to kick this one away. Agnew on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here. They'll begin it with 1st and 10. Start on the ground with Robinson. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. It was Dorrance Armstrong who was there to get him down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Penix. Left side in the hands of London.
Breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
This brought in out past the 20. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The Commanders' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. By the option, they stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 9. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. Room to run at the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They'll have the first down. It's a gain of 28.
First down, Washington.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
Daniels now on first down. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And they'll take this down inside the 35. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal, but either way, I'm coming away with points.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. They'll motion over Samuel. Throwing on 2nd down, Daniel. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
The motion man here is McClure. He takes a really good lick in the backfield. They were all over him defensively for that run.
It's a loss of 2.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Daniel. Pass caught left side. That's Ertz. And he's going to be a pickup of about 5.
Number 86, Zach Ertz. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniel. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. he can sense that pressure coming either from his front or backside. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
So out comes Matt Gay in a big spot. This to stretch the lead to a touchdown. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. A big 3 points as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. Agnew on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Throwing is Penix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and
I feel like their
10
quarterback,
at the
for the most
23-yard
part,
line.
has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
On 2nd down, Penix. Open man, he's got it. It's London. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Open man, left side, he's got it. It'll be a pickup of 10. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
10 yards. And the Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Okay, so now you pick up that 1st down, Mike, but now there needs to be a sense of urgency. You know you need to score twice. So this one, ideally for the offense, results in a touchdown. But either way, this first score of the 2 needed needs to be fast, because you need every possession you can here late in the 4th quarter. You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. They get 24 on that one. 1st down, Atlanta.
And the Falcons 1st down.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
And he's brought down after a gain of 5.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Penix now off the bootleg. That'll be caught. It's Tyler Algier.
So, Mike, there's this idea that every time a defense blitzes, it has to result in a sack. But there's a lot of other ways that you can impact the play, and we see it here. get the ball out of the quarterback's hand, get it to the check down, and now you just need to rally tackle and bring them down for a loss.
On third down, Penix. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. They get 16 on that connection. It's good for a Falcon first down.
That's good for a Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. The ball comes out. And that is very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession.
3rd and goal.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
On 3rd and goal, it's Penix. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
Makes the score. Commanders 22, Falcons 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They'll go play action here with Daniels. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2. At the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2. The motion man here is McClure. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still 2nd down.
from the shotgun. It's Daniel. Now he'll run it. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Fourth quarter. And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Falcons offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll throw. It's Penix. Out wide, that's Robinson. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the ground, it's Robinson. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He takes off.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me. Picks up a solid gain here on 1st down.
It is 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw, it's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a 1st down.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
And a lefty Penix on 1st down. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Here's Robinson. Good blocking to the 15. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
All right, so the Falcons try to add on a two-point conversion here.
The Falcons will line up for the two-point conversion.
From the gun, here is Penix. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No two-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. To return, it's McCaffrey. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their running back set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. That's caught downfield. McLaurin brings it in. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. Clock shows 50 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the fourth. Here's 1st down. Here's Daniel. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minute. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
On target, got it from the corner. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Falcons go ahead and take their second timeout. Clock will stop with 35 seconds to go. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Daniels gonna throw again. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
And in this situation, Mike, with time running down, an incompletion here is not the worst thing in the world. Remember, you're already well within scoring range. Now you're just trying to get as close as possible. You can't take a sack, and of course you can't turn it over. So if it's not there, just throw it away.
To the air again is Daniels. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
This crowd, they're trying to force a false start. What noise before 3rd and inches. Keeping in the air, here's Daniels. He'll try and get there on the ground. And this is a touchdown! They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
Important spot here for the Commanders, as they will go for two.
The Commanders will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he is not going to get in. Stop on the try for two. The lead remains right where it is. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Bijan Robinson and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. He'll throw it left and has his running back. Now the Falcons will use their third and final timeout, and it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game.
All right, so there's really three areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number one, the traditional handoffs. Number two, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for our Falcons.
So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.